I have my vegetable oil. So I'm just going to put a bit, just a bit. And the reason why I'm putting the vegetable oil is because of my hand, so that it will not stick on my hand. So I'll put my vegetable oil inside water. A bit of vegetable oil inside the water. It should not be too much. Maybe this is just enough. If it is too much, if your vegetable oil is too much, ideally if I do this, it should be useful for me for like 2 to 3 weeks. If you put too much, and I'm not going to, after doing it, I'm not going to throw it away. I'll just keep it somewhere on the shelf here, so that when you come next week, you will see what has happened to it. If you put too much of flour, the composition will start taking place. You would have turned it to the baker's dough, what the caterers mix, and then so it will start swelling like a dough. It will start swelling like a dough. But if you put a bit of oil, it will not swell. The dough is not much, the flour is not much, so I'm not going to allow my butter to be too much. I put the oil inside water. So you can be adding your water bit by bit, so that you don't overdo it. I'll also add a bit of salt. Why will I add salt? So that children will not eat it. It's also a bit of salt I'll add. If children put it in their mouth, it's not going to do anything to them, because everything we are using, none of it is toxic, but it's just not advisable for them to put it. Not that it will poison them, not that it will kill them, not that it will do anything to them, but it's not ideal, it's not for eating. So that is the main reason. So with the oil, with the salt in it, once they put it in their mouth, they will spill it out. They will not be able to eat it. So this is your Play-Doh, or your improvised Play-Doh. Let me say your improvised Play-Doh. After mixing it like this very well, do you know the reason why you should do this activity with children? What have you observed with my fingers? You see, it makes the fingers active. Yes, you mix it for the children. Not at this stage. You will mix it for them, and then by the time it becomes Play-Doh, you will give it to them to start molding it and use it to mold things, whether numbers, letters, animals. They are Play-Doh cutters. I don't know where I put my own, but I'll find it. Maybe by the time we keep it here next week, when you come, we will use Play-Doh cutters. They are Play-Doh cutters that can cut different characters for them, in shapes, in animals, in Christmas caps, different shapes. Now after doing this, I'll put color. Remember, I told you everything you do with children, you must think of color. So after doing this, the next thing I'll put is a bit of my color. You can do as many colors as you want. If you use, I've noticed that food coloring makes it to swell. Food coloring, because food coloring is for caterers. Food coloring also aids that swelling. That's why I started using poster color. With poster color, it will not swell. Now, because it has decomposed. The composition, it has decomposed. If you put it in the refrigerator, it will not spoil. It will not spoil, but it can go back.
Yes, after some time
it will become watery or too soft. And you see the advantage of this when you do it. This color is still going to be more, it will go into it more. By the time you are done, it will go into it more.